Viewer discretion advised.
Coming up, the death of a NASCAR racing legend in the season's inaugural race. And President Bush puts the small town of Crawford, Texas in the national spotlight.
Tuesday, viewer discretion advised.
Coming up, the death of a NASCAR racing legend in the season's inaugural race. And President Bush puts the small town of Crawford, Texas in the national spotlight.
You want.
The bold new summer series, American High, premieres at 9/8 Central tomorrow on Fox.
Search for another small child has a happy ending.
LAX 18 News is on the air.
Now,
Super Bowl 34, coming January 30th to ABC.
Planned Parenthood is passing out birth control without seeing patients first. Plus, folks at the union schools are arguing over plans to build a new arena. News Channel 8 starts right now. It's 10 o'clock.
In your news, Cross Plains residents look to leave the Middleton School District. We'll find out if their efforts are successful. Health team explains a way you might be able to throw away those glasses and contacts without surgery. Your news at 10 starts now.
The Spy Who Loved Me, Saturday 8/7 Central on the ABC Bond Picture Show.
Next, why videotapes are being pulled from stores, but are you ready for the new trend in home entertainment?
And a look at the strong storms that rolled through earlier and what's...
Our top story tonight, a 6-year-old Orange County girl lured into a car by a stranger. What are the latest on the kidnapping and a live report?
Then surprising new information about 4 gruesome murders that have left an entire community in shock. Also, one of the most volatile days in Wall Street history as the president addresses the state of the U.S. economy.
And a large creature lingers off the Southern California coast. You'll see why some consider it quite astonishing.
presented uncut Saturday 8/7 Central on ABC.
Winona Ryder is a convicted felon caught on videotape swiping clothing. Stores are watching you too. A live report next.
Tonight on an all-new Late Show, actress Julianne Moore, plus a 14-year-old sportscaster, and the top 10 signs President Bush is getting cocky. First, your local news.
This is News 12 Nightside.
Voters move ahead with the Tennessee lottery, but some church leaders say their fight is not over. And ambulance rides could be draining your tax dollars. News 12 investigates ambulance abuse. Plus, 2 of country music's leading ladies make
USA pageant. CBS Friday.
You never know what's going to happen when Cher drops by. Tonight, the legendary diva returns to see Dave. Don't miss it. First, your local news.
Coming up next on Eyewitness News, a local school principal is being accused of racism by some parents and students. Police in Southern California believe they may have found the body of a missing girl. The Harrisburg Senators have a new coach, and Don Rooney says to expect some snow in the SkyTrack forecast. The news starts now.
And coming up, the job market for San Angelo could see improvements after the first of the year. John Thomas has that story, and we'll let you know why gasoline prices are once again on the rise. Those stories next on News 8 Live at 10.
With more complete coverage from across Southern Nevada to where you live, this is News 13 inside Las Vegas, live at 11.
Now, with more complete coverage from across Southern Nevada to where you live, this is News 13 inside
$45,000.
News 13 inside Las Vegas begins now.
Signed, sealed, delivered. The Florida votes are in and certified.
Wednesday.
Just do it.
A moment of weakness ruins all that matters.
It didn't mean anything. Well, that makes me feel so much better.
Dawson's Creek. Then,
I wish I could go back to that night.
For the final 4 episodes, a network series goes back in time.
This was my chance to do it all again. I know what I want. You and me to be together.
Felicity's countdown goes into rewind after Dawson's Creek. An all-new WB Wednesday night. On the WB Wednesday.
Just do it.
A moment moment of weakness ruins all that matters.
It didn't mean anything.
Well, that makes me feel so much better.
Dawson's Creek. Then,
I wish I could go back to that night.
for the final 4 episodes, a network series goes back in time.
This was my chance to do it all again. I know what I want. You and me to be together.
Felicity's countdown goes into rewind after Dawson's Creek. An all-new WB Wednesday night.
We turn it on every day. Next Sunday, something's wrong. It turns on us. We'll kill anything. They thought it was safe to drink. Can't let this thing spread. But every drop hides a deadly killer.
Bobby, no! I made it.
There's no telling how many people have been exposed, including us. Chicago Hope's Adam Arkin and Jolie Fisher. Thirst, next Sunday at 9, 8 Central on NBC.
This week on NBC's Tonight Show, Jay welcomes Pamela Anderson Lee, Halle Berry, Tom Hanks, George Clooney, Sarah McLachlan, Vanessa Williams, Jerry Springer, and more. Your local news is next.
You're watching NBC4, the Tri-State News Channel. This is News Channel 4.
A massive...
Judith Light has left the big city behind.
Yo-ho!
Now she's making new friends.
This is a busy time of year for my stud service.
I had no idea it was seasonal.
And learning to live.
There's nothing about us that screams pumpkin.
The Simple Life. Catch the series premiere Wednesday right after The Nanny on CBS.
Next week on Melrose Place.
I don't want you or Kyle or anyone for that matter to sacrifice themselves for me.
Oh, what's going on?
I brought in this big new client.
So who is the big client? Hello, Michael. There she is again. Who, Megan? Is she looking at me? I know you're the one who's been calling me. Obviously, you want something. What is it?
I want you. I just can't decide whether you'd look better behind bars or in my bed.
Do you know anything from Fiddler?
So far, Melina has been put to the test. Do looks really matter? But Monday, the tables will turn. Meet Melina's cousin. What will the guys think of her?
The ugly fat friend.
At first, you won't believe your ears. And then...
I want you guys to know that I've heard everything.
You won't believe your eyes. It's the twist of the century. Who's going home? Average Joe, NBC Monday, 10/9 Central.
Hey, tonight, pop up some popcorn and stay up late for NBC's Saturday Night Live. Tonight hosted by Justin Timberlake, with music by Justin Timberlake. Your local news is next.
Coming up next on News Channel 8, there's a freeze warning in effect for parts of the Bay Area. Plus, police catch the man who murdered a Sarasota man and left the body outside a Starbucks. And hundreds of people are without power in Ybor City. Stay right here. The news is next.
They're calling Everybody Hates Chris the best new comedy of the year.
There she was, the girl of my dreams. I was so messed up, nothing could snap me out of it.
It delivers big-time laughs. Everybody Hates Chris. Thursday at 8, 7 Central on UPN. If you missed the last episode, catch an encore presentation Monday through Wednesday exclusively on Google Video.
Next on UPN.
Next on UPN. Talk about anger management.
I'm like, ooh, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Mona.
An all-new Half and Half. Coming up next on UPN. Is R&B sensation Nivea hitting on the professor? Who, me?
Yeah, sexy. I'm talking to you.
And all new Parkers. Next Monday at 8, 7 Central on UPN.
Not funny, Bernie. Anyway, America, they did have a good time. The boy didn't have a good time, but now he's got to get past one last hurdle. I'm just kidding.
got a lot of nerve, Billy.
You want something to drink?